Hi, I'm Teresa and welcome to my channel. I have been having one heck of a time lately getting my head around what I want to do next. And maybe that's really not the problem so much as I've been having a heck of a time staying on track. Do you ever have plans and then life gets in the way? Well, that's what's been happening for the last few months. The plan was that I would be in and around Florida for the last few weeks, and about 2 weeks ago I got a call from my daughter that her dog, or one of my fur grandbabies, had gotten quite sick and needed an operation. And last week I flew back to Fort McMurray, Alberta, and that's where I am now. I've found through the distractions the last few months that I am more ready to hop and do what you need me to do than I am able to get back and focus in on what I enjoy doing. I'll find myself, rather than doing a video or writing another script, I'll find myself looking through the LinkedIn job ads because they still match me up with the jobs that I find rather interesting, but I'm not sure I want to go back to a 9 to 5 or know that I'm even capable of giving you that block of time continuously. Much within my life has been changing. And in those changes, I realize that a lot of what I'm doing today is not what I was doing yesterday. And I've got to give myself a little bit more grace when it comes to me not being able to pick myself up and getting right back on that horse again. I guess I procrastinate just a little bit. I'm one of those people, a perfectionist. I want to do it right the first time. I don't want to do it over and over again. But in wanting to get it right the first time, sometimes nothing gets done at all. And hours turn into days and days turn into weeks, and then a video doesn't get posted. I wasn't too sure if I was going to do this video because I got myself a new camera, and in using this new camera, it's just been one event, one mistake after another, one terrible failure. So I'm really hoping that this video turns out. I got back to Canada and we were in Edmonton for about a day before we came to Fort McMurray. And then I got distracted with all the things that needed to be done around here because there wasn't anybody around for a week or so while they were in Edmonton for the dog's operation. There was yard work to do and tending to the dogs. All of that kept me distracted from getting any videos done. As well, I guess I had a certain rhythm going. And with that rhythm or that routine, it brought me into my next thought of, is it consistency that comes first, or is it building that routine, having that rhythm that gives you consistency? And then in that consistency, you build in that knowing or that confidence that what you are doing is good. Perfect. And you're doing the right thing. I'm consistently brutal on myself when it comes to not being able to lower my expectations and be kind with myself a little bit more. So when you're finding yourself distracted from what it is that you wanted to do, and even though it wasn't the same thing that you used to do, or it's something new that other people don't understand or even know how it is that you're doing it, you might want to just keep on your path. You might want to build that schedule and stick to it. So this reset has helped me get back to that schedule I had before. When I came back a year ago and had started this channel, I had already had a certain system set up. On Mondays, I would go through my edits and make sure my scripts were okay. On Tuesdays, I would film or have my posts ready for the next week. I try to work in the morning and be off in the afternoon for myself, for my healing, or for any adventures that I might want to head out and see. Well, in the last few months, especially since my mum banged her head, and then I was traveling back and forth between dog sitting and being here, I just lost that rhythm. I've been doing my level best to get a video up every week and have also tried to find a little bit more focus as to the different topics I'd like to talk to you about or what's important to me. And then I get a phone call and then that schedule goes all awry. So I'm glad to be back. I'm back on my walking every morning, my eating schedule, when I want to work, or my working schedule, as well as the time for me schedule, the time that I take to do what makes my heart feel good. So as I get back to my routine and as I get back to that consistency and look forward to posting my videos as the weeks go on, I just have to remember that sometimes it's not going to go exactly as planned. I just have to remember that it's okay, that I can just let go. So if you're feeling a bit down on yourself because you broke your routine and it's been days, weeks, or months since you've done any of those things that you promised yourself you would do, make today the day you get back on that horse. Make today that day that you do one thing you haven't done consistently that you said you would. Make today that day that you do that one thing and start that ball rolling again. I thank you so much for listening to my thoughts of the day. Bye for now.